often funny when a lot of these artists have their own internal philosophies or posits too that don't even follow them. Eliot, for instance, I was just reading some of him. He didn't even follow his objective correlative. And then one thing, he has a similarity to me of Shakespeare, not only in his being overrated, but I was reading one of at least his arguably great poems, Prufrock, and it's interesting reading that poem. I think that the ending of that poem is pretty great, the last two stanzas, but getting to that ending, he has a lot of rhyming and things like that. It's almost as if he's filling out words as he's going along. They're rhyming that isn't natural, like in Stevens or Crane, but something that's just, I need a word that rhymes with way, so I'll put say here, and I'll repeat things so that it has music. That seems to be more along the lines of what Eliot was doing. Whereas really great art, I think, comes organically out of the moment. I have never really felt when reading Stevens or Crane that they are just filling out words the way that I have with Eliot. And even in their lesser poems, I don't think that they're guilty of that.
Well, it goes back to what I said 4 or 5 months ago when we talked about this gal, Laura Woods, this young girl on the E-list, and when we were talking about the difference between John Donne and William Shakespeare. The reason that John Donne is a better poet than William Shakespeare, and by better, I don't mean just by a little bit or my opinion, but it's demonstrably. I mean, if I had an infinite time and could split myself into 4 or 5 people, Dan the critic could go through and I could make point after point and use dozens of examples to show why Donne is better than Shakespeare. But this girl summed it up with something that I knew, but she phrased so well when she said that when she reads John Donne, every word is there for a specific purpose. When she reads William Shakespeare, it's clear that he's just padding out his lines. And that's the best definition that I've ever heard. She phrased it similar to that. That's the best definition that says why Donne is better than Shakespeare and why Shakespeare is overrated. Shakespeare, without a doubt, whether you're looking at his sonnets or you're looking at his blank verse, even in some of his best soliloquies in his plays, there are words that just shouldn't be there, but are there to fill things out. And don't give me any of this stuff like, well, it's 400 years later and we don't know what, this could have been something funny back then. Bullshit. You know bad writing, and if you're a great writer, you know when someone is just basically filling and putting in a lot of fluff. And Shakespeare would throw in a lot of fluff. John Donne didn't. And John Donne not only didn't in his poetry, but if you ever read his sermons, and I'm not religious, but his sermons are so well written too. I can disagree with the premises of God being alive and extant within flowers or whatever point he's making, but the man could frame arguments, and he was concise. To use the hip hop term, that boy was tight. Shakespeare wasn't tight. Shakespeare had flab.